From ancient rivers where our stories start, we build a future with a knowing heart. A legacy of wisdom, rich and bold. The greatest tales are waiting to unfold. Curious Earth Academy, our quest begins today. Curious Earth Academy, leading all the way. Curious Earth Academy, the future's bright and clear. Curious Earth Academy, the whole world starts right here.
In the Deccan, thirst decided who lived. So survival had to be lifted, step by step. What kept Golkonda alive was hidden beneath its stone.
Oh, seeker, the dawn breaks.
In the heart of the Deccan, where rivers refused to flow, power depended on mastering water. Here, survival was never a gift of nature. It was engineered through medieval water systems. Golkonda was not built to impress the land. It was built to defeat it.
When we think of great cities or powerful kingdoms, we usually think of rivers. The Ganga, the Nile, the Tigris. But the Deccan Plateau offers no such generosity. This is a land of hard granite, extreme summers, and uncertain monsoons. Here, survival was never guaranteed by nature. It had to be engineered. Golkonda was built in one of the most hostile hydrological landscapes in the subcontinent. And yet, it not only survived, it ruled. So today we are not just looking at a fort or a ruined city. We are looking at a civilization that understood one simple truth. In the Deccan, water was power.
Golkonda was a military citadel designed to survive years of siege. When food could be rationed and armies could wait, water became the real battlefield. To fall, Golkonda's water had to fail.
Golkonda was not designed as a ceremonial capital. It was a military citadel. Its massive walls, layered defenses, and elevated citadel were built for one purpose: to survive siege warfare. But no fort, no matter how strong, could survive without water. Food could be rationed, armies could wait, but water could not be negotiated. So the real strength of Golkonda did not lie only in its stone walls or cannons. It lay in something far more fragile and far more strategic. Its hidden, protected, and carefully controlled water systems.
The greatest challenge was height, over 400 feet of unyielding granite. Using animal power and mechanical intelligence, water was lifted stage by stage. This was not one machine, but a chain of survival.
प्राचीन శిలలలో నీటి గీతం రాతినాడులలో జీవననాదం మట్టి గొట్టాలలో గురుత్వాకర్షణ ప్రవాహం తరతరాల దాహం తీర్చే జలరాగం.
The greatest challenge at Golkonda was not scarcity alone, it was height. The royal citadel rises more than 400 feet above the plains. Supplying water to this elevation meant defeating gravity itself. There were no electric pumps, no pressurized pipelines. Instead, engineers designed a system where water was lifted slowly, patiently, and reliably, stage by stage, from wells to cisterns to higher reservoirs. This was not brute force engineering, it was intelligent engineering, designed for endurance, not speed.
The Persian wheel transformed muscle into motion and motion into life. Every drop was measured, directed, and protected. This system demanded skill, discipline, and constant vigilance, hydraulic governance in action.
At the heart of Golkonda's water system was a remarkable machine, the Persian wheel. Using animal power, wooden gears, and chains of pods, this device converted circular motion into vertical leap. It was simple in principle but sophisticated in execution. What's important to understand is this: these were not temporary arrangements or rural devices. They were permanent, institutional machines maintained daily, operated by skilled workers, and integrated into the fort's core survival strategy. This was hydraulic governance, water managed as carefully as soldiers or supplies.
Water was not only for survival, it was a language of power and pleasure. Flowing water cooled stone, calmed heat, and choreographed royal life. In the Deccan, ruling meant controlling climate itself.
सदा गूंजती है खामोशियों में भी एक नदी बहती है फलक से उतरा आबे रवां का फसू हयात की ये प्यास सदियों से बुझती है.
Once survival was secured, water took on another role. At Golkonda, water shaped pleasure, comfort, and authority. Fountains cooled courtyards. Channels regulated temperature. Hammams created controlled microclimates. These were not luxuries borrowed blindly from elsewhere. They were adaptations, responding to heat, storm, and scarcity. In the Deccan, no rule successfully meant mastering climate itself, and water was the instrument through which that mastery was displayed.
When Golkonda grew crowded, the answer was not conquest, but relocation. Hyderabad rose as a city stitched together by lakes, not rivers. This was urban planning shaped by hydrology, not chance.
By the late 16th century, Golkonda had reached its limits. Overcrowding, sanitation problems, and water stress made life within the fort increasingly difficult. So the Qutub Shahis made a radical decision. They moved their capital. Hyderabad was not founded beside a great river. It was planned around lakes, interconnected tanks, burns, and channels that stored, shared, and balanced water across the city. This was urban planning driven by hydrology, not chance, not convenience, but design.
Today, the same city drowns and thirsts, often in the same season. As heritage disappears, so does resilience.
Today, Hyderabad faces a strange contradiction. The city floods during heavy rains, and yet it struggles for water during summer. This is not a failure of rainfall, it is a failure of memory. Historic tanks have been enclosed upon, channels have been blocked, water landscapes have been erased. Golkonda and Hyderabad remind us of an uncomfortable truth. Water security is never accidental. It is planned, maintained, and protected. And when that wisdom is forgotten, the consequences return again and again.
Golkonda reminds us of a forgotten truth. When water is honored, power endures.